see the screen or not? Can you all see the screen, students? Electoral politics?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
great. So I guess if I remember properly, yesterday we talked about the electoral roll or the voters list, and we talked about if education should be made compulsory to become a representative of people or not. Yes, we discussed till there yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Yes. How many students are there right now in the class?
34.
34. Yeah, ask others. I remember last week there were over 50 students. 50 बच्चों से ज्यादा बच्चे थे पिछले बार.
Almost 53.
Most of you have many of you don't have your proper passwords of MS Teams. You can see they all are joining. Okay. Election. Now our next topic is election campaign. Electoral politics. Here we go. Yesterday we discussed till here educational qualifications. So students, is educational qualification mandatory to become a representative of the people or not? Am I audible, students?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Yes. So
Yes,
is
sir.
it necessary in India to have some degrees to be a people's representative or
No,
not?
sir.
No.
Not required.
And yesterday we discussed why it is not necessary, because to be a people's representative, we must have the capacity to understand people, their needs. We must have the capacity to understand their problems, and we should have the capacity to solve their problems and to represent their voices in front of the government. That is the main requirement to be a public representative. Election campaign. अब आते हैं. The main purpose of election campaign, you all can see this topic election campaign on your screen.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The main
Yes.
purpose of election is to give people a chance to choose the representatives, the government and the policies they prefer. आपको पता है election campaign आपने जरूर देखा होगा, lectures given by the politicians talking what they will do, what they will not do and all these things. Yes, election campaign rallies are there, many things are there. Therefore, it is necessary to have a free and open discussion about who is a better representative, which party will make a better government, or what is a good policy. एक open discussion होना चाहिए. There should be an open discussion. Political leaders should have an open discussion, open platform where they could interact with the people. This is what happens during a election campaign. In our country, such campaigns take place for a 2-week period between the announcement of the final list of candidates and the date of polling. बच्चों इसको underline कर लो, it's important. Polling means, students, the day when the people give votes. Yes, everyone knows that. अगर नहीं पता है तो जान लो. Polling.
Yes, sir.
The day of polling, date of polling means the day when people will go to the polling booths to give their votes. So in our country, such campaigns, that is election campaigns, can take place for a 2-week period between the announcement of the final list of candidates. Final list of candidates किस पार्टी से कौन कहां पे खड़ा होगा किस सीट में, उस समय से लेके from the day of polling. During this period, the candidate contact their voters, political leaders address election meetings, and political parties mobilize their supporters. This is also the period when newspapers and television news are full of election related stories and debates. अभी आने वाला है इस तरह का समय in the UP? Yes, in few months.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So here, as you can see in the PPT, the phase of elections when candidates and political parties try to mobilize the public support. Mobilize means to gather public support. तरह तरह के भाषण देके, lecture देके, एक दूसरे के ऊपर आरोप लगा के. Normally they don't talk about what they are going to do for the people. Rather, they talk about what the other party has done wrong with the people. Mainly लोग इसी बारे में बात करते हैं. So rallies are there, open discussions and debates are there. Evaluation of performance of previous government. वो दिखाते हैं. Imagine अभी मान लो कि वो आता है, general elections आते हैं. So the Congress party जरूर इन सब बातों पे चर्चा करेगी कि बीजेपी के गवर्नमेंट में क्या क्या खराब चीजें हुई. They are going to say that to the public. Yes.
Yes.
They are going to point out that in Modi's government, petrol prices were that. In Modi's government, gas prices went to high level. In Modi's government, this happened, that happened. They wasted public money. So they evaluate. Other political parties, they will evaluate at what has been done in the previous government. And वो अपने गवर्नमेंट के बारे में बताएंगे कि see, when we were in the government, we did that for you, we did that for you. Door-to-door meetings, कार्यकर्ता होते हैं, every party have their volunteers, have their कार्यकर्ताs, they go to door, to advertise, प्रचार करने के लिए जाते हैं. Road shows are there. So that is what happens in election campaigns. Yes, I think ये सब बात आप लोगों को पता है already, isn't it? Most of these things you know about election campaigns. What happens?
Yes.
Yes or not? Do you all know what happens in election campaign? TV में देखा होगा.
Yes, sir.
Rallies
So
देखा
they
होगा.
make a rally and lot of crowd is there.
Yes. This is also a period जिसमें newspapers से लेके सब जगह आपको election related ही news देखें, you will see. But election campaign is not limited to these 2 weeks only. Election campaign सिर्फ इन 2 weeks में ही नहीं होता है. Political parties start preparing for elections months before they actually take place. Political parties बहुत महीनों पहले से ही शुरू कर देते हैं whatever they want to do. In election campaigns, political parties try to focus public attention on some big issues. Election campaign में वो एक बड़ा मुद्दा देंगे कि अगर हम को आप वोट देते हैं सो हम ये करेंगे आपके लिए, हम गरीबी हटाएंगे, हम ये करेंगे, हम कोरोना हटाएंगे, they will focus on a big thing, हम employment देंगे, like that. They want to attract the public to that issue and get them to vote for their party on that basis. जैसे बीजेपी ने किया था, हम कश्मीर को भारत का integral part बनाएंगे, we will take off the article 370 from Kashmir, such things. Let us look at some of the successful slogans given by different political parties in various elections. The Congress party led by Indira Gandhi gave the slogan Garibi Hatao, remove poverty. हटी गरीबी बच्चों, 1971 में ये स्लोगन दिया गया था. But लोगों को आशा थी जब इंदिरा गांधी, and Indira Gandhi was such a charismatic leader, she had such a powerful aura that लोग उन पे विश्वास करते थे, and she gave the slogan गरीबी हटाओ, remove poverty in the Lok Sabha elections of 1971. The party promised to reorient all the policies of the government to remove poverty from the country. Save democracy. आपको कुछ आइडिया है कि इंदिरा गांधी के समय में in the 1976 and 77 इंदिरा गांधी ने emergency impose किया था, taking away all the fundamental rights of people for several months. Yes. I discussed it in class many times.
Sir.
Yes. So many people were arrested during that time. Many political leaders were arrested. Many queens and kings were even arrested who were there at that time. And many people were angry on Indira Gandhi's government because of the emergency. So उस समय एक slogan आया, Save Democracy. जनता पार्टी ने ये दिया था under the leadership of Jayaprakash Narayan in the Lok Sabha election held in 1977. The party promised to undo the excesses committed during emergency and restore civil liberties. Next, the left front was the Communist Party. The slogan of land to the tiller. Tiller means farmer who is tilling the land. In the West Bengal Assembly elections, protect the self-respect of the Telugus. बच्चों याद रखना, हो सकता है कि in MCQ type question or in 1 marks question ये पूछा जा सकता है, who gave this slogan? Was the slogan used by N.T. Ramarao, the leader of the Telugu Desam Party in Andhra Pradesh Assembly elections in 1983. बच्चों फिलहाल आप अच्छे दिन आने वाले हैं, ये I think everyone knows this slogan. अच्छे दिन आने वाले हैं, slogan
Yes,
of
sir,
BJP.
Yes, sir.
Yes. And this was the first time when Mr. Narendra Modi became the first time Prime Minister. अच्छे दिन आने वाले हैं. Second time में अभी क्या था? What was the slogan? Anyone can tell me?
सबका साथ सबका विकास.
आत्मनिर्भर भारत.
सबका साथ सबका विकास. Okay, so I think you.
भारत was not.
Yes, again please say.
Sir, Atmanirbhar Bharat was not there.
Atmanirbhar Bharat, सबका साथ सबका विकास, सच स्लोगन्स, जय जवान जय किसान लाल बहादुर शास्त्री ने दिया था। वो कहते हैं इंदिरा हटाओ, मैं कहती हूं गरीबी हटाओ, इंदिरा गांधी ने कहा था ये। राजा नहीं फकीर है, देश की तकदीर है, इट वाज वीपी सिंह। वीपी सिंह, ही वाज प्राइम मिनिस्टर ऑफ इंडिया। सियासत है तो नारे हैं, कट्टर सोच नहीं युवा जोश, राहुल गांधी gave. So these are the political slogans which have a great impact. Shining India was given by Atal Bihari Vajpayee. Corruption free India by BJP. Main election issues: land to the tiller, West Bengal 1977, protect self-respect of Telugus, and corruption free India by BJP. Regulating election campaigns. अच्छा बच्चों, now that is the main thing. Election campaign में क्या वो जो मन वो कर सकते हैं? Can the political parties do whatever they want in the elections?
No, sir.
They cannot.
No, sir.
No.
Your book is a little bit outdated. That is why यहाँ पे कुछ चीजें दी हुई हैं. That, see here, याद रखना, the election commission, इन सब चीजों को रेगुलेट कौन करता है? The election commission of India. So उन्होंने कुछ rules and regulations दिए हैं how to conduct an election campaign. Here, please mark it in your book. Important. Today only I will share the PPT. That is, according to our election law, no party or candidate can bribe or threaten voters. घूस नहीं दे सकते हैं voters को and cannot threaten voters. Appeal to them in the name of caste or religion. But क्या ये होता है? हम caste और religion के नाम पे ही तो वोट मांगते हैं, isn't it, students? दलित के नाम पे, पिछड़ी जाति के नाम पे, हिंदू मुसलमान के नाम पे मांगते हैं कि नहीं वोट पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes. But नियम है. But many things in India are theoretical. Practical life में it does not happen. Appeal to them in the name of caste or religion. Use government resources for election campaign. Government के किसी resource का use नहीं करना है. Not government cars, not government's money. You cannot use government's resources. Spend more than 25 lakh in a constituency for a Lok Sabha election or 10 lakh in a constituency in an assembly election, that is a state election. But some of the updated money is no candidate. So no candidate should exceed the limit of 70 lakh for parliamentary election and 28 lakh for Vidhan Sabha election in bigger states like Maharashtra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, etc. 20 lakh for smaller states. समझ में आया? ये बजट है. कोई भी पॉलिटिकल पार्टी 70 लाख रुपए से ज्यादा खर्चा नहीं करेगी. नॉट पार्टी, कैंडिडेट. एक कैंडिडेट 70 लाख से ज्यादा रुपए नहीं खर्च करेंगी इन देयर इलेक्शन कैंपेन इन लोकसभा इलेक्शंस. और बड़े स्टेट में विधानसभा इलेक्शन में कैंडिडेट cannot exceed more than 28 lakh and a small state more than 20 lakh rupees. Do you think, students, ki in reality people are limited to such amount of money, candidates?
No, sir.
Do you think Prime
Yes,
Minister
we do.
Narendra Modi's campaigns, for Lok Sabha elections are only of just 70 lakh?
70 lakh
Sir,
crore.
I want, sir,
Yes, yes.
sir, when we know that their salary is like 4 lakh or 3 lakh,
Haan.
then why are we allowing them to spend like 70 lakh on per member?
Well, they are allowing so that the basic idea is so that they can reach more and more people, so that, they can address more and more rallies, all these things have a cost. That's why. No candidate is allowed to use places of worship for political propaganda. कोई भी आप मंदिर में जाके, मस्जिद में जाके आप वहां पे पॉलिटिकल प्रोपेगेंडा नहीं करेंगे. बट इन द लास्ट फ्यू इयर्स, स्टूडेंट्स, आपने देखा होगा हो रहा है कि नहीं प्लेसेस ऑफ वर्शिप्स का यूज मस्जिद में जाके,
Yes,
मंदिर
sir.
में जाके हो रहा है. यू ऑल कैन सी राहुल गांधी इज गोइंग टू मज़ार्स, राहुल गांधी इज गोइंग टू मंदिर्स, जनेऊ पहन के दिखा रहे हैं ही इज अ ब्राह्मण. मोदी जी जा रहे हैं. So, these are theoretical things. ये theoretical चीजें हैं. Announce new projects or lay foundation stones. That is, जब आपका इलेक्शन का टाइम आ गया है, when candidates list is finalized, जब बता दिया गया है from this seat this candidate is going to contest the elections, उस समय आप किसी भी नए प्रोजेक्ट की शुरुआत नहीं कर सकते. You cannot lay foundation stones for a new project, etc. So this is very important, students. Polling, next is polling and counting of votes. Understood everyone? The previous topic, क्या क्या नहीं कर सकते in the election campaigns?
Yes, sir.
Here, if they do so, अगर ये ऐसा करते हैं, their election can be rejected by the court. अगर वो पकड़े जाते हैं ऐसा कुछ करते हुए, their election can be rejected by the court even after they have been declared elected. अगर मान लो मैंने मोदी जी को इलेक्ट कर लिया है, बाद में पता चलता है he has broke the rule of the code of conduct, then his election will be said to be null. That is, he will have to leave his post. In addition to the laws, all political parties in our country have agreed to a model code of conduct. That is, you cannot use any place of worship. Another is use government vehicles, aircrafts and officials for election. Once elections are announced, ministers shall not lay foundation stones of any projects, take any big policy decision or make any promises of providing public facilities. Now, polling and counting of votes. It's very easy topic. Let us see. Polling day, final stage of elections. Polling day में क्या क्या होता है बच्चों? Can anyone read from the NCERT for the class? What is given? Polling and counting of votes. Quickly, anyone? बच्चा लोग, are you all there? क्लास में तो आपकी बातें ही नहीं बंद होती हैं, ऑनलाइन क्लास में बातें निकलती ही नहीं हैं.
The final stage of an election is the day when the voters cast or
poll their vote. Yes. Okay. The final stage of an election is obviously when the voters go to give their vote, poll their vote. That day is usually called the election day. Every person whose name is on the voters list can go to a nearby polling booth. आपका नाम होना जरूरी है voters list में. आप अपने nearby polling booth में जाइए अपना वोट देने के लिए. Normally, polling booths are situated usually in local school or some government building. Once the voter goes inside the booth, the election officials identify them. Identify करते हैं photo identity card देख के कि आप वही इंसान हैं कि नहीं. The election officials identify them, put a mark on her finger or their finger and allow them to cast their vote. देखा होगा एक ink लगाया जाता है on the hand और वो ink जल्दी छूटता भी नहीं है. That ink stays for few hours. Yes. And they cast their vote. After that, what happens? So earlier students, what used to happen? You all know that earlier ballot boxes were used and people used to give vote in the ballot box.
Yes, sir. With name written on
sir.
this, sir.
Correct. So यहाँ पे by photographs you can see आप गए polling booth में line लगाया, उसके बाद आपको identify किया गया. After that आपने sign किया, उसके बाद आपने EVM के through voting किया, counting of votes and declaration of results. इसके बाद counting of votes will happen and declaration of result. So let us see what is given here. Earlier, the voters used to indicate who they wanted to vote for by putting a stamp on the ballot paper. A ballot paper is a sheet of paper on which the names of the contesting candidates along with the party name and symbols are listed. अब ballot paper का use नहीं होता है. बहुत सुना होगा ना EVM घोटाला. Whenever कहीं पे भी बीजेपी अगर जीतती है,
Yes,
EVM में घोटाला हुआ.
Yes, sir.
they do
But-
hacking.
Yes,
Isn't
sir.
it funny? अगर बीजेपी जीतती है, EVM में घोटाला हुआ. अगर कांग्रेस जीतती है, आम आदमी पार्टी जीतती है, कोई और पार्टी जीतती है, तब EVM सब ठीक है. Isn't it?
Yes,
तब
sir.
कांग्रेस भी जीतती है तो उसमें भी EVM घोटाला हो
Yes,
सकता है.
sir.
So EVM घोटाला is
हार गए
always
तो फिर-
BJP is winning. So nowadays electronic voting machines are used to record votes. The machine shows the name of the candidates and the party symbols. Independent candidates too have their own symbols allotted by the election commission. जैसे मैंने आपको बताया था ना बच्चों that if you want to be a representative of the people, it is not necessary that you need to join a political party. You can stand as a individual contestant. बताया था yesterday? You can stand
Yes,
as an individual. So अब उस individual इंसान का भी कोई symbol होना चाहिए. Let's imagine आम या बाल्टी या लोटा या साइकिल, तरह के symbols होते हैं. You know, all these symbols have been used somewhere or the other. The election commission, imagine that I want to contest. I am very popular among the people of my locality. I want to contest as a parshad of my locality. So election commission मुझे अलग करके एक symbol देगा which people will identify with me. तरह तरह के होते हैं, घड़ी, मैंने बहुत से देखे हैं, घड़ी हो गया, तलवार हो गया, and what not. So आम आदमी पार्टी का झाड़ू है, we all know that, isn't it? आम आदमी पार्टी has a symbol of झाड़ू. So political party के symbols पता है ना? What is the political symbol of Congress, Indian National Congress?
On one hand,
हाथ का पंजा. What is the political symbol of BJP?
Kamal, lotus.
Lotus.
Kamal.
Correct. Lotus. What is the political symbol of Trinamool Congress? Anyone can tell me?
A hand with that tricolor symbol.
No, Trinamool
Or
Congress.
an elephant.
Congress का ऐसा है, दो फ्लावर जैसे चीजें ऐसे उठ के उठ के आ रही हैं, two flower like things.
These are white, orange, and green color.
Yes. Just a second, everyone. Just a second. Okay. अखिलेश यादव की पार्टी का सिंबल क्या है? What is the symbol of Akhilesh Yadav's party?
Cycle.
Cycle. What is the symbol of Mayawati's party?
Elephant.
Elephant.
So I still remember एक बार एक कार्टून आया था in the paper that the elephant is crushing the cycle. That is, elephant has defeated that is.
Yes, sir.
It was a very funny cartoon. So okay, all that the voter has to do is to press the button against the name of the candidate she wants to give her vote. Once the polling is over, polling ho gaya, voting ho gaya, all the EVMs are sealed and taken to a secure place. A few days later, on a fixed date, all the EVMs from a constituency are opened and the votes secured by each candidates are counted. The agents of all candidates are present there to ensure that the counting is done properly. हर agent का, imagine that I am the contestant, there are other contestants. हमारे एक agent counting booth पे रहेंगे. They will see that counting is done properly. The candidate who secures the highest number of votes from a constituency is declared elected. In a general election, usually the counting of votes in all the constituencies take place at the same time on the same day. General elections jab hote hain, that is Lok Sabha elections, normally counting of votes take place on the same day, or let us say it will take place in 3 or 4 days in all the constituencies of a state. Television channels, आपने देखा होगा ना, रुझान हिंदी में बोलते हैं, और what is said that in English? Can anyone remind me? Before the votes are counted, they start forecasting that this party will win.
Bipolls.
Yes, bipolls. Not bipolls, not bipolls. It's a kind of a forecast. News channels, they do their surveys and they start forecasting that this party is going to win. And normally that happens. They are pretty much correct. Within a few hours, counting is all done and the results are declared and we know who is going to form the next government. So everyone understood the topic of election campaign and how voting is done?
Yes.
And what happens?
Yes, sir.
See, this chapter is actually very easy. It's not a very difficult chapter. Now, what makes elections in India democratic? हमारे इंडिया में elections democratic हैं, नहीं हैं, or what makes election democratic? Everyone can see this topic on their screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Indian elections democratic or undemocratic? India के elections क्या democratic हैं या undemocratic? You all tell me, students. By large, I'm not talking about any specific state like West Bengal or others, but by large, let us imagine that BJP has involved in some malpractices in some states or some districts to win the election, the general election. But is it possible कि सिर्फ malpractices करके ही BJP जीती है and people really do not like BJP? क्या ऐसा है?
No.
Or people support BJP government, that is why it made the government for the second time.
People have
They
voted
support.
for BJP as well.
They support it. So हो सकता है कुछ unfair practices हो रहे हों, but by and large, India's elections show the people's verdict. Unfair practices क्या क्या हैं? Inclusion of bogus votes. Bogus votes मतलब बच्चों, what do you mean by bogus vote?
Sir,
Fake
like
vote,
after the
fake
voting is
votes.
done, the EVM officials
Yes,
multiply
bogus votes
click
are like
the
that,
EVM.
or maybe some fake voter ID cards have been given to people who will vote for that party. Bogus votes. Exclusion of genuine
Paid
names.
votes.
Yes, fake votes, correct. So देखो, we get to read a lot about unfair practices in elections. Newspapers and television. आपको याद होगा, in the West Bengal elections there was much violence in West Bengal. Many people were killed, many people were threatened, isn't it? This year only. Yes. Most of these reports are about the following: inclusion of false names and exclusion of genuine names in the voters list. गलत नाम वोटर लिस्ट में डाल दिए जाते हैं genuine names को हटा के. Misuse of government facilities and officials by the ruling party. Excessive use of money by rich candidates and big parties. कल मैंने याद है आपको बताया था जब हम लोग डिस्कस कर रहे थे that why is it important that public should know if a candidate is very rich or what is his economic status. कल पढ़ाया था ना इसको?
Yes.
Yes. तो मैंने क्या कहा? If a candidate is a billionaire or a millionaire, okay, then he can use his money to manipulate the voting thing. Intimidation of voters and rigging on the polling day. Intimidation मतलब धमकी देना voters को, डराना धमकाना, and rigging on the polling day. Rigging. What do you mean by rigging? Can anyone tell me? What is the meaning of the word rigging? I think it is given here. Rigging. Fraud and malpractices indulged by a party or candidate to increase its votes. It includes stuffing ballot boxes by a few persons using the votes of others. अब ballot box तो है नहीं, तो इसलिए हम लोग बोलते हैं EVM घोटाला हुआ है. Recording multiple votes by the same person and bribing or coercing polling officers to favor a candidate. That is rigging. Many of these reports are correct. We feel unhappy when we read or see such reports, but fortunately they are not on such a scale so as to defeat the purpose of elections. बच्चों malpractices होते हैं, we accept that, but ये इतने बड़े स्केल में नहीं होते हैं कि इंडिया के इलेक्शंस ही अनडेमोक्रेटिक हो जाएं. Can a party win an election and come to power not because it has a popular support but through electoral malpractices? अभी मैंने जो क्वेश्चन पूछा, no ना, in India at least.
No, sir.
No.
No.
BJP must be popular. That is why it came. It must be popular, or maybe people are absolutely hopeless from Congress. That is why they have no other option to vote for BJP. So now let us go to, this is very important students. इससे questions भी आते हैं. Independent Election Commission. This is very important, but let us quickly see the COMET also. Just give me a second. Can you all see the COMET on your screen right now?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Here, which of the following does not include election procedure? इनमें से कौन सा चीज इन election procedure के अंदर नहीं आता है? Voting, nomination of a candidate, booth capturing, canvassing.
Booth capturing.
Booth capturing. अगर canvassing का मतलब पता भी नहीं है, तो obviously booth capturing is not an election procedure, isn't it? The full form of nota is, you all should know. एक बटन होता है ना नोटा, if you do not want to
None of the above.
None of the above.
None of the above, correct. Legal declaration or affidavit includes details of the assets and liabilities too. Is it true or false? Do the candidates will have to tell the voters about their assets and liabilities? True or false?
False.
False. कल ही पढ़ाया था ना.
True, sir.
इलेक्शन में खड़े हो रहे हैं, उनको अपने संपत्ति और अपने लोन्स के बारे में नहीं बताना होता है.
Yes.
Assets and liabilities. True or false now?
True.
True.
Who appoints the chief election commissioner in India? कल मैंने समझाया था, पढ़ाया था इसको.
President.
The president of India, correct. How many Lok Sabha constituencies are there at the present? 5? 40?
543.
543 constituency.
Which state has more than 75 Lok Sabha constituencies? Any idea? सबसे ज्यादा Lok Sabha constituencies is
Delhi.
Delhi और उत्तर प्रदेश.
UP.
Uttar Pradesh.
उत्तर प्रदेश, यस करेक्ट।
Sir,
इसलिए
UP
बोलते
has
हैं
80
उत्तर
ना?
प्रदेश जो जीत गया उसकी सरकार बन जाती है, कहावत है। एरिया वाइज
80 as well.
area wise which is the largest Lok Sabha constituency in our country? If you do not know, find the answer. अच्छा, which of the following option best signifies the cartoon? ये कार्टून जरा हम लोग देखते हैं। आई थिंक हम लोग छोड़ दिए हैं इसको पीछे, इस कार्टून। लेट अस जस्ट चेक।
It's on page number 38.
Page 38 here. Read these two cartoons and which one do you think is closer to reality? ये कैंडिडेट है, वोट दो, ही इज अ वोटर, मेरे पास योजनाएं हैं, घोषणाएं हैं, वायदे हैं, मेरे पास वोट है। और जब वोट मिल गया, प्रोमिसेस का एक एक टुकड़ा दे रहे हैं और वोटर उसके पीछे भाग रहा है। आपको कौन सा कार्टून लगता है
second one.
closer to reality?
The promise one.
Second.
Read these two cartoons carefully, write the message of each of one of them in your own words, have a discussion in a class on which of the two is closer to the reality of your own locality. Not let us talk about locality of the entire country. I think the second one is the main thing. कुछ भी promise करते हैं political parties हमें, and हम इसीलिए उनके पीछे भागते रहते हैं।
They do unreal promises.
Correct. You know, so एक एक promise का रोटी फेंकते हैं हमारे सामने और हम उस पार्टी को वोट देते हैं। Sometimes I feel we should boycott voting. हमें पहले बोलना चाहिए, first you show the work, then we will vote. That should happen. We should do a revolution. So let us see this one. So which thing best signifies voters are deprived forever, political leaders are arrogant, political leaders forget the promises which they give to the voters before elections? C. A. वोटर्स आर डिप्राइव्ड फॉरएवर। ये कुत्ता कैसे दिखा रहा है? एक भूखा कुत्ता रोटी के लिए उसके पीछे पीछे जा रहा है। यू नो, कभी भी हमारे सारे डिमांड्स पूरे नहीं होते हैं। वोटर्स आर डिप्राइव्ड फॉरएवर। यू नो, क्या इंडिया के लोगों को हर बार सब कुछ मिलता है जो हम प्रॉमिस किया जाता है? नहीं ना।
The third is also looking correct.
I think then
The third
both voters are deprived forever and political leaders forget the promises which they give to the voters before election. Both you can say.
Sir,
Okay.
whose signature is there on this image?
That must be the cartoonist. State three main characteristics of the election system in India. Can anyone tell me? अभी हम लोगों ने election system पूरा पढ़ा। Three main characteristics of election system in India. बोलो बोलो, anyone? Universal adult franchise? Yes.
Yes, sir.
What else?
Sir, one.
What else? Universal adult franchise?
Sir, one.
Yes. Secret ballot, can we say? Secret ballot, or right now we can say secret way of giving votes through EVM. Yes.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes,
can we
sir.
say that each constituency represent one seat? एक एक constituency एक एक seat को दिखाता है।
Yes, sir.
Can we also give an example of reserved constituencies for the weaker sections of the society? कल पढ़ा था ना reserved constituencies के बारे में बच्चों? Reserved constituencies.
Yes, sir, for the
Yes.
scheduled caste and scheduled tribes and for women.
Correct. So we can give it from there.
Sir, secret way of voting means?
Secret way of voting means, you know, क्या हम लोग दिखा के वोट करते हैं? मैंने इस कैंडिडेट को वोट दिया, सब लोग आओ देखो, नहीं ना? Secret ballot, voting through secret ballot. Okay. Why are elections called barometer of democracy? ये एक long question है. It is not a barometer, मतलब a measure of democracy. क्यों elections जो हैं वो democracy के लिए जरूरी है, और why elections are important for a democracy, for a country to be a democracy? इसका मतलब ये है, कोई बता सकता है? Why are elections called barometer of democracy? अगर
Because
elections
each person matters.
पर्सन मैटर्स बस.
Sir, it is one.
Sir, every vote matters.
Every vote matters. Okay. Think. अभी उतना मत दिमाग पे जोर डालो.
Sir,
What
here
are
the
reserved?
people have the right choice.
Okay. What are reserved constituencies? जल्दी से बताओ. कल ही पढ़ाया था. What are reserved constituencies? बच्चों कल ही पढ़ाया था. What are reserved constituencies? Quickly. किताब खोलो. आंसर दो.
But some constituencies are reserved for the scheduled caste
Scheduled caste and scheduled tribes.
Yeah.
Weaker sections of society.
And from those constituencies only the representatives only from those communities can only contest elections. That is reserved constituencies. ये भी कल पढ़ा था. What details does a candidate have to declare before he contests election? बोलो.
Sir, serious criminal cases against them, his liabilities and assets, and his educational qualification.
Here it is given, page number 42 in the new book. Serious criminal cases, details of the assets and liabilities of themselves and the family, educational qualifications of the candidate. कर सकते हो ये question answers बच्चों? Because we have discussed these things. Next, discuss the importance of elections in a democracy. ये question और ये questions almost same है. क्या importance है elections का democracy में? If you remember, किताब के starting में ही दिया हुआ है. It is given in the starting of the chapter only. कहाँ पे दिया हुआ था? I even told you. Here. In an election, the voter makes many choices. They can choose who will make laws for them. They can choose who will form the government. They can choose the party whose policies will guide. These are important. Another, there should be something to choose from. Parties and candidates should be free. So these are some points.
Yeah.
In India, the turnout, okay, इस टॉपिक पे अभी हम आए नहीं हैं, so इस पे अभी तुरंत नहीं जाते हैं. Now we were talking about the election commission. Let us go to the election commission topic. बच्चों ये क्वेश्चन बहुत बार पूछा गया है. Even last year it was asked that what are the powers of election commission? Very important. So यहाँ पे एक बार देख लेते हैं. Indian elections, controlling unfair practices, independent election commission. Remember, our election commission is absolutely independent. It implements the code of conduct. It has the power to transfer government officials if they feel the government officials are including in some unfair practices. Repolling in polling booths. मान लो कि एक जगह पे एक कंस्टिट्यूएंसी में वोट्स डाले गए, बट इलेक्शन कमीशन को लगा कि यहाँ पे कुछ गड़बड़ घोटाला हुआ है. Some malpractices have been used in these polling booths. It can order for a re-voting, repolling. वो repolling के लिए ऑर्डर देगा और वहां पे दोबारा से इलेक्शंस होंगे. Kumar Shresh, you wanted to ask something? You had raised your hand.
Sir, can a guy go in voting booth and vote two different parties at the same time, or give two votes to the same party?
No, no. You cannot give two votes to the same party. वो बच्चों जो इंक लगाते हैं, वो इंक क्यों लगाते हैं पता है? Why they put that ink on your finger?
Sir, to identify whether he has given
To mark if we have given that vote.
So that you can identify that you have given the vote or not. And why that ink is so permanent? It remains for 15 to 20 days. So that, you know,
Sir,
if
because
so,
someone.
yes. Otherwise तो मोदी जी को जिताने के लिए मैं 100 बार चला जाऊं, आप 100 बार चले जाएं और एक जन 100 बार चले जाएं. हाँ. So no, that is, you cannot do that.
But if single person spends lot of time on the EVM, then
अगर लॉट ऑफ टाइम भी स्पेंड करे, वो एक ही इंसान को ना वोट देगा. अगर वो 2-3 बटन दबाएंगे तो वो कुछ होगा ही नहीं. इट विल नॉट टेक इट. गॉट इट ऋषभ? यू कैन नॉट गिव वोट टू 5 पार्टीज ऑल टुगेदर. ओके ऋषभ?
okay sir.
हाँ, चाहे वो आधा घंटा स्पेंड करे वोट देने के लिए, देगा वोट तो एक ही पार्टी को ना. चलो, इंडिपेंडेंट इलेक्शन कमीशन. सो इलेक्शन कमीशन के बारे में देख लेते हैं क्विकली. One simple way of checking whether elections are fair. Can you all see the NCERT book again?
Yes, sir.
Yes sir.
To look at who conducts the election, it is very important to see that election करवा कौन रहा है. Are they independent of the government, or can the government or the ruling party influence or pressurize them? अगर इलेक्शन कमीशन के ऊपर बीजेपी का दबदबा हुआ, तब तो इलेक्शन कमीशन कभी कुछ कर ही नहीं पाएगा. Do they have enough powers to be able to conduct free and fair elections? Do they actually use these powers? Yes. The answer to all these questions is quite positive for our country. In our country, elections are conducted by an independent and very powerful election commission. It enjoys the same kind of independence that the judiciary enjoys. आपको पता है ना, the three branches of government are interdependent, but they are independent of each other. Judiciary, executive and legislature.
Yes.
Yes.
Sir.
But
Yes, sir.
but election commission is absolutely independent. It does not even depends on any of the other government institution. कोई election commission को pressurize नहीं कर सकता है. The chief election commissioner, that is CEC, is appointed by the President of India. Can anyone quickly tell me or find out who is the chief election
Mr.
commissioner?
Sushil Chandra.
Mr.
Sushil Chandra.
Okay, Mr. Sushil Chandra. So he is appointed by the President of India, but once the election commissioner is appointed, ये मैंने कल भी बताया था, the chief election commissioner is not answerable to the president or the government. Even if the ruling party or the government does not like what the commission does, it is virtually impossible for it to remove the chief election commissioner. वो नहीं हटा सकते हैं chief election commissioner को. Very few election commissions in the world have such wide-ranging powers as the Election Commission of India. बहुत powerful है Election Commission. Election Commission takes decision on every aspect. बच्चों, ये question अगर आता है, please mark these 4 points as important. These are the powers of the Election Commission. I do not want any wrong answers if it comes in the unit test. See, these are the powers. Election Commission takes decisions on every aspect of conduct and control of elections from the announcement of elections to the declaration of results. Announcement से लेके result के declaration तक everything is in the hand of Election Commission. It implements the code of conduct and punishes any candidate or party that violates it. हम लोगों ने अभी पढ़ा था ना, what is the code of conduct? Just in the election campaign 1, क्या क्या code of conduct है? Everyone, are you all there? We just now talked about the code of conduct. Here, to a model code of conduct, use any place of worship or for election propaganda, use government vehicles, aircrafts. Once elections are announced, minister shall not lay foundation stones. This one. अगर कोई भी इसका उल्लंघन करता है, they will be punished by the election commission. That is, उनको हटा दिया जाएगा. They won't be able to contest elections. It implements the code of conduct. During the election period, the election commission can order the government to follow some guidelines. They can order the government to follow guidelines to prevent use and misuse of governmental power, to enhance its chances to win elections, or to transfer some government officials. When on election duty, आपको पता है ना बच्चों, गवर्नमेंट ऑफिसर्स जो होते हैं, हो सकता है कि आपके भी कोई पिताजी, maybe he is a government teacher. Is there anyone whose father or mother is a government teacher in this class right now? Maitri.
Yes, sir.
So Maitri, you must have seen, Kartikeya also, Sumandan also, you must have seen कि election duty में लगाया जाता है आपके parents को.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Correct. Correct. तो जब आपके पेरेंट्स इलेक्शन ड्यूटी कर रहे हैं, वो गवर्नमेंट के एम्प्लॉयज उस समय नहीं है. दे आर एक्चुअली वर्किंग अंडर द कंट्रोल ऑफ द इलेक्शन कमीशन एंड नॉट दैट ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट. In the last 25 years or so, understood what are the powers of the election commission in these 4 points?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Please mark it, write it in the notes of your copy. आपके notes, make proper notes. Do not make notes from internet, make proper notes. In the last 25 years or so, the election commission has begun to exercise all its powers and even expand them. धीरे धीरे अपने powers को expand कर रहा है. It is very common now for the election commission to reprimand मतलब government को वो डांटता है, the government and administration for their lapses if government has some kind of loophole. When election officials come to the opinion that polling was not fair in some booths or even in entire constituency, they can order a recall. जो मैंने बोला, अगर उनको लगता है कि election कहीं पे सही से नहीं हुआ, they can ask them to do a repoll. Here आप देख सकते हैं इलेक्शन कमीशन के पावर्स यूज करने की कुछ स्टेटमेंट. Election Commission issues notification constituting 14th Lok Sabha. Photo I cards not mandatory in Bihar polls. Election Commission tightens norms for poll expenses. Election Commission accepts new Haryana DGP. Election Commission will seek power to censure political ads. Election Commission to visit Gujarat again, review poll arrangements. High Court asked Election Commission to bar criminal netas. So आप देख सकते हैं Election Commission is quite powerful. Next. Understood? Now, if any question comes for Election Commission, will you all be able to write about Election Commission?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
देखो
Yes,
question
sir.
number 3. Everyone please check the comment. Question number 3 of the comment. What are the functions of the Election Commission? So you all can write the 4 points which is given in the book. What are the functions of the Election Commission? Next. Popular participation. So देखो proofs of democratic election in India. देखते हैं democratic election हमारे इंडिया में हो रहे हैं, इसका क्या proof है? Popular participation. You know, many people participate in the election procedure. More poor, बच्चों इंडिया में एक ट्रेंड है, more poor, illiterate, underprivileged people vote. इंडिया में एक चीज देखा गया है, you know, the more you are educated, the more you are affluent, you are doing a big job, you are having a good life, such sections of the society vote less and less. And the poor sections of the society, the underprivileged sections of the society, they give a lot of vote. That is, common people give a lot of importance to the elections. आप बता सकते हैं ऐसा क्यों? Why the rich people who are
Sir,
affluent?
because
Yes.
because they think that they will get all the facilities from the government, and rich people already have those facilities.
Acha, you think that? Anyone can else say? Why do you think the rich, the literate, the well-educated society is not so much interested into giving votes?
They think that voting is biased and their vote doesn't really matter.
Correct. Yes, Ayush Raj, you have raised your hand.
Sir, they think that if they go to vote, so sir, their time would be waste, and sir, they don't want to waste their time, and they want to put their time in their business and their duties.
Very correct. That is also very correct. So in India, the affluent class, the well-educated class, the rich class, you know, or the upper middle class people, they think that it is wastage of time. एक वोट अगर मैं नहीं दूंगा तो उससे क्या फर्क पड़ता है? And you know, they think that, oh, I am so busy, my life is so busy, I have so much of work to do, I have my job, or I have this, so it's a wastage of time. But the poor people, the illiterate people, the majority of the common people, they have hopes from the government, they have hopes from the political party. हो सकता है ये political party अगर आए तो हमारे लिए कुछ भला करेगी. So that is why in India it's a trend that more and more poor, illiterate, underprivileged people give a vote. And normally all over India, we all are pretty interested in politics, isn't it? चाय की दुकान पे जाओ, बार्बर की दुकान पे जाओ, you will find railway में जाओ, trains में जाओ, you will find men discussing only about politics, isn't it? Yes?
Yes, and they abuse.
Yes.
They will talk like that they are the masters of political science. Interest in politics is increasing. बच्चों आपने देखा होगा कि common people in India में और एक trend है कि people are participating more and more into political activities, that is rallies, demonstrations, you know, pamphlets बांटना, road shows, in these things. The common people is participating. Normally in India, you know, most of us are related to one political party or the other. So day by day, political participation of people, I'm not talking they're contesting into elections, मतलब you know, road shows में किसी पार्टी से जुड़े हुए हैं, उनका आप काम कर रहे हैं, इन सब चीजों में लोगों का इंटरेस्ट बढ़ रहा है. So here you all can see the interest of voters in election related activity. Can you see the 4th point?
Yes, sir.
The interest of voters in election related activities has been increasing over the years. During the 2004 elections, more than 1/3 voters took part in campaign related activities. More than, ऐसा कोई है जिसके घर में मम्मी पापा या कोई इन सब तरह के activities में involved है with some political party or something like that? So anyhow, somehow, with the BJP or the Congress. No student? Okay, so more than half of the people identify themselves as being close to one or the other political party. ऐसे तो बच्चे होंगे ना जिनके घर में पेरेंट्स बीजेपी सपोर्टर हैं या किसी के घर में पेरेंट्स कांग्रेस सपोर्टर्स हैं. Is there
Yes,
this kind
sir.
of division?
Yes.
Yes, it is there. Just a second. Okay. So देखा ये जा रहा है 1 out of every 7 voters is a member of a political party. अब हो सकता है ज्यादा हो गया हो, I do not know, क्योंकि बीजेपी ने रिसेंटली लोगों को पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज जोड़ने के लिए बहुत बड़ा कैंपेन किया था. बीजेपी, थ्रू डिजिटल थिंग्स. Okay, so acceptance of election, very few things are left. इसको मैं हटा देता हूं from your UT. I would not like you all to get overburdened. तो जितने चीजें हम लोगों ने आज डिस्कस की उसके रिलेटेड क्वेश्चन आंसर्स will you all be able to do?
Yes, sir.
Everyone,
Yes.
please check the co-mate. Just a second.
Yes.
Just for a second, let us just go through the co-mate once and let us see. Okay. Can you see the co-mate, everyone, on your screen?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so here in India, the turnout has either remained stable or actually gone up. Explain it. ये आपका यहां पे होगा. Can you see this graph?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So here you will see people's participation in election is usually measured by voter turnout figures. कितने voters किए, कितने voters आके वोट दिए. Turnout indicates the percent of eligible voters who actually cast their votes. Over the last 50 years, the turnout in Europe and North America has declined. मतलब यूरोप नॉर्थ अमेरिका में लोग हर साल कम वोट दे रहे हैं. In India, the turnout has either remained stable or actually gone up. Stable रहना, turnout, voter turnout का मतलब है that people are giving votes, but many people are not. Many sections of society is not giving the vote, or it has gone up, meaning more and more people in India are getting interested in active politics and they are thinking about the country, they are thinking about the government policies and they are interested in giving votes. तो voter turnout, जब ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोग वोट देंगे तो voter turnout बढ़ेगा. Another, if you are not able to answer, I will give you the answer. What are the functions of Election Commission? I hope you will be able to do. Is educational qualification necessary or not for the voter candidates? Give arguments in support of your answer. क्या आप कर सकते हैं? कल डिस्कस किया था.
Yes, sir.
स्टूडेंट्स, इसमें यस मत बोल देना. पिछले साल कुछ बच्चों ने अपने खुद के आंसर दिए. यस, एजुकेशनल क्वालिफिकेशन इज नेसेसरी फॉर द वोटर्स. नो, आपको इंडिया के कंटेक्स्ट में बोलना है. इन इंडिया एजुकेशनल क्वालिफिकेशन इज नॉट नेसेसरी. और क्यों नहीं नेसेसरी है? Read that box, you will get the answer. Explain the features of election system in India. Can you explain some features of election system in India, students? Think. I will give you a PPT. I will give you an explanatory PPT as I have given in the Nazism one, from where you will be able to write the answers. So those topics, students, which we have done, can you all do such question answers in your copy?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
And the other topics we will discuss later. Everyone now in the class, do check your Google Classrooms today. I have shared the